Previously on Undercover.
Antonino Vitale was the head of the Marino family.
I'm actually here to make you a deal.
He wants you to do what?
Investigate a murder.
There's one catch, though.
What's that?
You're gonna have to murder someone.
John, good work out there last night.
Thanks. Did you pick up Volokov all right?
Yep, the divers were in place and grabbed him just as he hit the water. Nice shot, by the way. Those rubber bullets don't always fly true.
Detective Johnson, I'm Agent Castelletti, FBI.
Hey, all we've really got so far is some useless prints.
From where?
The bullet.
Really?
But when we ran it through APHIS, nothing came up.
Do you have any leads?
Well, I just got the ballistics back on the bullet this morning, and we did get a match there.
To what?
A homicide. Out in Boston a couple years ago.
So I thought you feds were supposed to be the best at this type of stuff.
Well, it's a process. I'm pursuing leads. So I thought tomorrow
Nope, you're busy tomorrow.
What?
There's a commission meeting out in New York.
New York?
Yeah, upstate. You're coming with.
Before heading east for the commission meeting, Nino insisted I join him for morning mass at Blessed Mary Catholic Church. Sonny had goaded him about the practice of attending mass before traveling, and I gathered from the teasing that Nino was not a fan of flying. I'm not a particularly religious man myself, but I figured with the danger I've been in lately, a few extra prayers couldn't hurt. As the service ended, one of the priests, an imposing man with large hands, approached us with a broad smile and embraced Nino.
Nino, it's good to see you in church.
Of course, Father.
I was sorry to hear about Luigi.
Thanks.
And who's your friend?
This is Santo Salvo. Santo, meet Father Fist.
Father Fist?
It's Angelo, actually. Michelangelo.
Like the painter?
Yeah.
He used to just go by the Fist.
But then I put my criminal days behind me and started working for the Lord.
And the city hasn't been the same since.
You were a friend of Nino's father, weren't you?
That's right.
How'd you know that?
I hear things.
So, what brings you in this morning? Confession?
Nah, just some final prayers before I head east for a meeting.
Well, you know, I'm always glad to see you at Mass, but God can hear your prayers from anywhere. Even in one of those airborne death traps they call an airplane.
Hey, this has nothing to do with flying.
Sure, Nino. Well, it's good to see you, and I hope to see more of you as well, Santa.
Maybe you will. We said our goodbyes, and I spent the rest of the morning on a very unremarkable flight to New York, followed by a surprisingly boring meeting. I wasn't really sure what to expect, but I certainly didn't foresee hours of discussions about revenues and profit margins. It felt more like a board meeting at a Fortune 500 company, but I suppose that's basically what the mafia was these days. After the meeting, I milled around a bit with some of the other underlings, looking for any information I could gather. The investigation notwithstanding, this was a golden opportunity to learn about the makeup of all the families. So many big players were going to be in attendance, I had joked with Michael that we should just call in an airstrike. After a bit of searching, I managed to find a young punk that was there with the Boston crew. Lucky for me, he was already into his fourth drink and was pretty talkative.
So, you're Luigi's replacement?
Yeah, I guess so.
I was sorry to hear about what happened.
But I guess it worked out well for you.
I suppose.
You didn't ice him, did you?
I doubt Nino would have promoted me if I did.
Hey, crazier things have happened.
Besides, we already found the person responsible, and he's been dealt with.
Ah, well, that's a relief. For you, I mean.
So, it was one of Nino's own people then?
No, it was the Russians, actually.
Ah, yes. You never can trust those Soviets. You know, they tried to take me out once. I was dating one of the guy's daughters. Freaky girl she was. And they jumped me in the John.
Pistoni.
Yeah, boss.
We're headed out.
That's my cue. I'll see you folks in the AM.
See you around, Joe.
I milled around for a while longer, but was making little progress, so I turned in early. It had been a long day, and jet lag was catching up with me. And I was getting tired of answering questions about why I'd been promoted over other, more qualified people. All I wanted to do was get some sleep, but unfortunately, the day wasn't over yet. As I opened the door, I saw a figure crouched low behind the bed. Show me your hands!
Whoa, John, it's me.
Mike, what are you doing in here? I thought we agreed you would keep your distance.
I know.
But someone broke into your room.
Yeah, I can see that.
No, not me. Some short, skinny guy.
Pistone.
Who?
Joe Pistone, one of the Boston guys. I met him earlier.
John, this is getting too dangerous. I'm pulling you out.
No, I'm making real progress here. I mean, how many UCs have attended a commission meeting?
I see your point, but...
Look, obviously I'm onto something with this Boston connection. Otherwise, why would they have trashed my room?
I don't know.
Get Cindy and the kids to a safe house for the rest of the week while I wrap this thing up. Mike, I can do this.
All right, fine. It looks like they were searching for something.
Clearly.
Any idea what?
No. Did you get a good look at this guy?
Not really. He was wearing a mask.
What about gloves? Was he wearing any gloves?
I don't know. Why?
We might be able to get some prints.
I thought you said this guy wasn't in the system.
I said the print from the bullet wasn't in the system. It's not necessarily the same guy.
Let me go get CSU.
No. I can't have a bunch of cops parading through here. I'll collect them myself.
You expecting anyone?
No, but whoever it is, we can't let them see you here.
I'll use the fire escape to the next floor and find an open window.
Sounds good.
Hey, Santo! What are you doing in my room?
You're in my room, actually.
Oh, that's why my key wasn't working.
Yeah, that would probably explain it.
Hey, Santo! You want to join us?
No thanks.
There's plenty to go around.
I appreciate the offer, Sonny, but I think I'll turn in instead.
All right, suit yourself. Let's go, ladies.
Goodbye.
Sonny left, and I breathed a sigh of relief. I had thought it was Pistone or another member of the Boston crew coming to get me. My relief soon gave way to curiosity, though, as I was anxious for answers about who had trashed my room. Not surprisingly, the room was full of prints. I spent the next couple of hours carefully lifting prints and sent them on to a friend in the FBI lab who owed me a favor. The investigation suddenly had new hope, and not a moment too soon, as Nino's 2-week deadline was approaching quickly.
Undercover, presented by Strobie Studios, is written and directed by Scott Strosahl, and features the talented voices of Greg Kilberger, Cody Burk, Michael Helgens, Steve Rimpici, and Scott Strosahl, and music by Kevin MacLeod. Join us next week as the mystery continues, and Santo learns that the investigation of Luigi Vitale's death may be more complicated than he initially thought. Until then, stay safe, and have a good night.
After the mating? After the mating, I had a cigarette.
I thought it was an unremarkable meeting.
I blame the rum.
Sorry. Oh, you can do a New York thug, can't you? Think Officer Weathers.
Yeah, it was, no. What the I don't even know what New Yorkers sound like.
New York? New York, you talk like this, eh? You know, can't you see I'm walking here? See you around, Joe. Yo, know what I mean? Joe? Flip side? I don't know.
You've never been to New York, have you?
The moral of the story is don't feed Greg rum before recording sessions.
You know what? Nobody knows the guy is from New York. So he doesn't have to be New York. Yeah, so
hey, bro, I hear about what happened.
Yeah, it's the California
level, you know? It's the Orange County Mafia.
Let's totally not do that.
We're the Santa Monica Mafia, bro.
Now you're gonna lose the
We might be able to get some prints. Aren't you a cop? Jeez.
I really read pants. What? We might be able to get some pants. Is what I read when I was like, what? Gloves, hats, pants. Okay.
Not surprisingly, the room was full of pants. I did that for you.
Thank you.
Boogle Boogle Benagi. I'm not a particular... Shut up. You shut up.
it. It's too funny. Okay.
I'm going to turn the other way.
I'm just gonna get it. Hold on. I gotta get it out of my system.
All right, that's it.
Okay.